YOLO! Busting out old school t-shirts today. Mostly because my black one's in the... Well, it's not in the wash. It's on my dresser. Okay. All right, everyone. Good evening. It's Wing Whiskey Wednesday. I think it's a thing. I think we can make it a thing. Probably if I really would have gave it a thought, I would have made a whiskey drink. This is a whiskey drink. It's YOLO. I mean, it could just be whiskey every day. As long as we're rocking YOLOs. Alright. Cherry? What? How is it called cherry? It's called Cherry Rose Mudslide, but it doesn't make any sense because Tia Maria is not cherry, it's strawberry. I think. I mean Tequila Rose. Yeah, it's strawberry. If this tastes like cherries, this is going to be the biggest trick going. Hello, Robert. I gotta get rid of this. Tia Maria. It's coffee liqueur, so whatever. We got Tia Maria there, Kahlua. I have a coffee flavored rum back there. Mike Nemeth brought that, or he didn't bring it. He wasn't here, but he donated it. I guess. I wonder if that's even legal. Somebody said you can't give alcohol away, but that cannot be true. That cannot be true. You can't sell it. Not here anyway. I mean, not without a license. But I'm pretty sure you can give it away. If you can't, I'm fucked. I could go to jail for a long time. I think we're fine. Alright. It's late. I was late getting going. It poured. It's a mess. Alright, Cherry Rose Mudslide. I don't know how... If this tastes like cherry, it's going to be unbelievable. Because it's coffee liqueur, tequila rose... Coffee liqueur, yeah. Tequila rose and heavy whipping cream. So it's coffee and strawberry cream. Hello, Ryan. I see no way possible this is going to taste like cherry. But it is called Cherry Rose Mudslide. We'll see. I can only taste coffee. I can't, not that I can tell. It might. It might. Hello, Robin. I don't know. Nah, that's strawberry. I don't know why it would be called cherry. It should be called Strawberry Rose Mudslide or something. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. That's a beautiful thing. See, that's not my biggest thing. We always talk about making up drinks. But if you made up a drink, you got to name it. It's got to give it a name. So, I would always have to be some sort of... If it was me, I would try to make the name associate somehow. But apparently you don't have to. Just called Cherry Rose Mudslide Strawberry Cream. It doesn't make any sense. It also doesn't taste like cherries. It tastes like strawberries. That's probably shocking. But what was I just going to make? Oh. Speaking of, there's Mike Edgington. Hello, Michael. From the Mike Edgington collection, a little cocktail called Come in My Mouth. This is the Monster gave us this. This is a football of vodka. Product of the United States. Oh, hello, Ruth. I haven't seen Ruth in forever. Re-imported by Stoller Import. I don't know. Oh, it's clear. It doesn't look clear. It's a tinted bottle. It's open, which means Mima drank some of it. She clearly didn't. Apparently, she didn't like it because, well, let's just say the pinnacle is disappearing here faster than whatever. This is going to be another terrible drink. Where's Kelly when I need her? Kelly loves creamy drinks. Oh, I didn't meet her. I went to, this is cool. For anyone who doesn't know Beth, or of Beth, Beth is the star lady. For lack of a better term, she's the star lady. So she's the one. This is cool. Hello, Kenneth. She gives us all these stars, right? So this is just, it's a little card. I've done this 1,000 times. I'm going to do it again. So if you've seen it before, there's all different designs. She has all different kinds of cards. But on the back it says, this star was once part of an American flag. It flew proudly over a home in the United States until the sun faded its colors and the wind caused its edges to tear. Please carry this now as a reminder you are not forgotten. Thank you for your service. The message is the same on the back of it. The picture's different. Big ass bag she gave me. And then she gave me this one. I saw this. She said she has them for canines now. She goes, "Do you know any canines?" And I'm like, "No, I do not. But I want one because on the front of this one, it says canine. Here to bite your ass, not kiss it." That's fucking smart. Same message on the back. Except for on the bottom, it says, "Canine, your best friend and worst enemy." Oh, that's cool. She's magnificent. We love Beth. Then, she gave me this for Mimo. I didn't even. She said she sews every day. I'm not going to show. Mimo didn't see it, so I'm not going to show it. Then she got this one. Okay, so this is like a little quilt she made. And I don't know if you could even get at it. Inside of the quilt is a small cross. Oh yeah, it's sewn inside of there. I guess you can't get it out. I don't know if it opens or not. It said, "Here's a pocket prayer quilt that can fit inside your hand to hold when trouble rises and things don't go as planned. And when you feel the cross inside, remember God is always by your side." Now she said that she was going to send these out, and somebody from some group said that she probably shouldn't send these out because somebody would be offended because it has the word God in the message. Remember, God is always by your side. And I told her that she should tell them to fuck off and send them out because that's ridiculous. That is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Listen, if you don't believe in God, that's fine. You don't have to. But there's plenty of people out there that do believe in God. What's up, Izzy? And also, if you're... She's talking about sending these to certain people that are, like, on the front lines. Like, you know. But it's cool. Like, it's literally like a little quilt. The back's just a solid piece. But she had a box full of these. And she had one where the cross was right on the outside. It's a tiny little gold cross. And I said, well, I like to go wonder crosses on the outside. And she said, well, I'll see if I have some more of them. I'll make something like that for you. She's like, would you send them out? I'm like, I'll send anything out. If it means something to you, and you think it would help our boys, and when I say boys, I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about everyone that serves this country, whether female, male, non-binary, or anyone else. But anyway, she gave me a big ass bag. She's like, you sure you don't want anything else? Because she has all the different service all the different service branches, each like their own specific card. She has Vietnam ones, all these different things. And I told her, I said, listen, I don't know necessarily who fought in Vietnam all the time, and whatever. So these are just generic, not generic, but they're all services. They're not service specific. So I said, that's perfect. That's wonderful. Then she told me a story. So I don't know where they are. Somewhere I got two. I got two with the blue line for police officers. And so she was telling me this. I went to her house. I never had been to her house. I met her at events. Every time I run out of stars, I send her a message. She mails them to me. I said, I'll come to your house. I have flags I want to bring to you. And then I said, and also I said, you don't have to ship them to me. I'll pay. Like, I offered to pay her, and she's, So whenever I see her at an event, I throw money in. She's got a donation bucket there. I always throw money in her donation bucket. She's magical. And yeah, but she has the ones like a blue line through them, and it's specifically for police officers, or law enforcement people. I don't know what you call that. And so I said, she said she was somewhere, and she said, she goes, some of these Allentown police, she goes, some of these police officers are monstrous men. She goes, they're very intimidating. She goes, I get a little, she goes, I feel a little weird, small, like tiny around them. But anyway, wherever she was, and she said she went up to Allentown police officer, and she said, hi, my name is Beth. She told her what she does, and she goes, I'd like to give you one of my stars. And she said he reached inside of his vest. I don't know if he had a bulletproof vest or just his service vest or whatever. He reached inside his pocket and he pulled it out. And he said, I carry it with me every single day. And she said she got like misty-eyed. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly the shit I'm talking about. That's awesome. But she is awesome. If you're ever at an event and you see her thing is called Stars for Our Heroes. She's unbelievable. And say thank you to her, because she donates. I don't know how many she gave me right now. Hopefully enough for a year now, maybe. But last year I couldn't go to Vet Fest because Mima's class reunion was, which she wanted to go to. So, but I did go down to Vet Fest in the morning just to say hi to everybody that I knew down there, and she gave me this. I don't know if you can see it, right here, that right there. Somebody gave her a little tiny flag, and she's like, those stars are too small to do what she does with them. So she took the blue part, she cut it out, and she put it in that red frame. She goes, I thought that would be nice for you to have in your bar. And so I hung it up there right above my coin thing. And yeah. And I told her that she has a coin thing at her house. And I said, well, I gave you a coin. And she goes, no, I don't think you did. And I'm like, I know I gave her a coin. I know I did. Well, I'm going to give her another one, though, because she needs to have one of our coins. Because she's got a coin collection on her mantle at her house. And she needs to have one of ours there. And if I already gave her one, and whatever, she's going to get another one. Because I love her. She's the best. Hello, Kelly. All right. This is going to be disgusting. Jeez, this is going to be gross. Maybe that's the point. It's called Cum in My Mouth, so this is from the Mike Edgerton collection. So if you're offended by the name, well, it's from Mike, so there really doesn't need to be much else said. That was backwards. It looked like something was missing. Lid's on the ground. I will say this. The last 2 days was videos. It sure does feel a lot better the next day in the horrific, disgusting heat to not have drank the night before. Just saying. Exactly, Kelly. I think we have a lot of great people that support what we do. Listen, people have offered me help. I'm not saying that people have not offered me help. But it's also difficult because it's not like, I can't sit here in day-to-day daily operations and be like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. It's just not like that. It doesn't work like that. So, there's a lot of this that just is whatever. It falls in my lap. And I'm okay with that. But, like, like Michael that does our glasses, Bob that does our t-shirts, Dennis that does our vinyl sticker, like just all the people. Ruth was on here earlier. You know, when I reach out to her and say, hey, we got, you know, 8, whatever it is, I usually try to let her know when there's like 10 of the guardian angels left, because, you know, I don't know. She's busy. She's got a huge, she does so much stuff. Different things. So, you know, but yeah, we just have a lot of great people. And, you know, like I said, when we do the events, hopefully Kelly or Brittany or somebody's available to help me out. Because I would take it, unfortunately for me, I would take every fucking one. If there was 4 events in a row, I'd be like, all right, I'll figure it out, whatever. But I do need help, because it's impossible. It's impossible to set up, run everything, and it's hard, because you get sometimes 4 or 5 people show up at the same time looking for something or asking about whatever. And if you don't have a chance to talk to them, they usually just keep walking. A bit, Ken? All right, this is from the Mike Edgerton collection. It's called Come in My Mouth. It's vodka, coffee liqueur, limoncello, and heavy whipping cream. There's no way that this can possibly be anything less than horrific. Coffee and lemon? Come in my mouth. That's bad. That's fucking rough. I definitely did that drink in the wrong order. Should have done that one first. That one's gonna linger. I think the rain's done now, right? It poured for like 6. Well, I don't know what it did here. I was on the other side of Beltsville when it rained, and it didn't rain. It didn't. It rained for. I don't even know if it rained for 10 minutes. I don't understand that. I mean, I looked at the Weather Channel. They were talking about rain and thunderstorms. They said local flash flood warnings and potential for up to a few inches of rain. I'm telling you, it was wet when I got home. It didn't rain a lot. We had a robin's nest on a flagpole on the front porch. Like where the flagpole comes off the house, a robin built, and the rain gutter comes down there too. So a robin built a nest right there on that intersection of chaos. And they had babies, and they were gone. And then another, or I don't know how many babies robins have, but again, a different robin, or the same robin, I don't know, had more babies in the same nest. And this morning, Mima called me screaming, which I never understand what it is. I don't know what the fuck she thought I was going to do, but she called me screaming because she came out and the nest was on the ground in front of the house, and there was baby birds laying all over the ground. And she didn't know what to do. And I said, well, what the fuck do you want? I'm at work. What am I going to do? So she said she put on a pair of gloves and she was going to go out there. And then she said they weren't there. She goes, so she said something got them. Oh, really? Did it hail bad, Ken? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a little bit of hail, but not much where I was. I don't know if there's hail here. I was, I don't know what that development's called. It's like back there behind, whatever it's called, the Pocono Tavern. It was the old schoolhouse. If you go past Schoolhouse Tavern, like a couple blocks past it on the right, you go there, you go under the turnpike, and then there's a development back in there. I was back in that development. It rained for 15 minutes, maybe. It did hail, like not a lot of hail. We saw some hail, but like literally small, nothing major. Apparently, you got a lot of hail at your house, or big hail, or something. No shit. Yeah, I didn't have. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what it did here. I wasn't here. I wonder if it would show up on the Ring camera. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I would. Hello, monster. Oh, anyway, so she was crying and screaming about these birds, whatever. So I come home and I'm like, all right, I see the nest laying there, and there's a baby bird laying there still. But when I pulled up, a robin was on the ground, and like I don't know that it was. I don't really know exactly where it was, but I saw a robin on the ground run and fly. And so I picked the nest up. I picked the baby bird up. And then, oh, Angel's a mailman too, or a mail. See, are you a mailman? Do I have to say mail delivery person, or did I say mail? If you say mail person, that's so stupid. Can everybody just be a fucking mailman? Can we just be? Can everybody that delivers mail just be a mailman and like let's not get into this? It's so stupid. It's this. So fucking dumb. Letter carrier. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I think everybody should just be a mailman. I think everybody in the military should be a soldier. Mail lady. That's like some Polynesian shit, I think. I can't. I just can't. I can't with all this political correctness stuff. You know what I just saw? Oh, here's another one. I might get heat for this. I don't give a shit. I don't know if anybody saw or watch it. What's up, Peter? I don't know if anybody saw or watches UFC. But last week they had the UFC match, whatever. And Sophie Cunningham was there. She's friends with Dana. She was in town for a game. She went to the thing. And she said to him, hey, if you need a ring girl, I'm your girl. And he's like, perfect. You can do the first round of the patty fight. And she was like she was joking. So, but she did it. And then race baiter Angel Reese makes a statement and says, oh yeah, I don't see any black girls out there being ring girls. Angel Reese is the most racist fucking person. One of the most racist people on the planet. She's ridiculous. Because there was black ring girls all night long. She's a fucking retard. I'm sorry. That's the dumbest thing. I'm so fucking sick and tired of them creating this preposterously stupid narrative of race. Just shut the fuck up. It's so dumb. Oh my god, I can't stand her. I can't. I just can't. And the WNBA is the dumbest league probably in America. Because Caitlin Clark, for whatever the reason is, Caitlin Clark is the fucking Tiger Woods of the WNBA. People started paying attention to WNBA for the first time ever in the history of their sport. And the stupid fucking league wants to hide her. They're fucking stupid. Get on her fucking back and ride her. Make some goddamn money, you fucking morons. Holy shit. Who cares what color she is or what her sexual proclivity. Proclivity, is that the right word? Proclivity is. God, it's so stupid. I know. I know. I mean, it is what it is, like I said. It's so fucking dumb. Shut the fuck up. Like I'm saying, first of all, you're going to make that statement. Obviously, she didn't watch UFC. She saw a picture of Sophie Cunningham holding a round one sign. And so she made a retarded statement. Obviously, she didn't watch it because there was, I don't even know what I'm not even sure what I'm allowed to say. There was ring girls. What am I allowed to say? Not white ring girls? Ring girls of various skin colors? That sounds so fucking stupid. That sounds worse to me. God. It's so fucking dumb. It's so stupid. Oh yeah, back to the bird. Man, my eyes are burning. Ah, hold on. I got this down here just for this exact purpose, right here. Visine. Whew. Holy shit. All right. What the hell was I just talking about? Oh, the birds, yes. So there was one little bird out there. Hello, Mike Hines. Hello, John Yost. So I picked the bird up. I put it in the bird. I was gonna say the basket. I put it in the bird nest, and then my aluminum walker's hanging on the front of the house, on the shed thing area that I built. So I set it on top of that, hoping that the mom is around and comes back. Or see, we don't know what happened. Maybe a hawk came down there, ate the mom, knocked the nest out. Who knows? But then Mimo said like the other birds. She said there was more than one on the ground today, and when she came out, they were gone. She goes, so something got them. Now, does that mean something ate them, or were they small enough that the mom or dad Robin could pick them up and carry them somewhere else? I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. But I put the other one back in the nest that's in front of the house. I walked over to check on her, and she was sitting there with her mouth open, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I got some water, and I tried to drip water in her mouth, and she put her head back down. So apparently she's not thirsty. I don't know. So I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe go out there tomorrow and she'll be dead. I'm not going out there to feed a fucking baby robin. I'm not. It's, circle of life. Shit's got to happen. I don't know what happened. Probably not good. But whatever the case is, there's one baby robin left in a nest that's half broken. It's lined with mud. It's literally like it's a mud bowl, basically. It's pretty impressive. I was gonna wait till like wintertime and then take it down and put it in the gun room, because I have one in the gun room that's on a tree. I found it in a Y of a tree branch in the winter, and I cut the branch off and it's hanging on the wall in there. I think I found. I don't know where it is. I lost it. I think what I think was a hummingbird nest. It was like this big. It was like so tiny. I mean, that was like 20 years ago I found it. In the winter, like when deer season is, you find them in the woods sometimes, because all the leaves fall off the trees and you can actually see them. And then, yeah. I don't know if Ricky, if you're still on here, how you doing, buddy? I messaged Joe today. Joe Rodriguez was in an accident yesterday. Bad accident. Much worse than mine. He got rear-ended. His car's fucking hammered in the back. He said he's sore today. So, I'm like, I bet you are, buddy. He said he's too old. He may be right about that also. Alright. That's all I got. I gotta clean up my mess here a little bit and see what tomorrow brings. I don't know. We'll see. Depends when I gotta work Friday. I'm working Saturday again. We're super busy at work. Guys are on vacation. It's vacation time, so a lot of guys off. I was off, whatever, the first week of July. 2 guys were off the week before me. 2 guys were off the week after me. 1 guy's off this week. No, 2 guys are off this week. So we're shorthanded, and I'll take it. It's tax time. I'll take some extra cabbage. If I work Saturday, regular during the week is 5-6 hours overtime. But if I get like a decent, I wish fucking Ben, as soon as my financial guy tells me I got enough money, I'm retiring. I'm done. If that's or 60, whatever comes first. The plan's 60, Ben. We'll see how that works out. That's the plan. I don't know if I'll have enough by then, but that's what I'm planning on. I'm planning to retire when I'm 60. I'm hoping. I'm I don't want to say praying, because I don't mind working. I just don't want to work. I'll work still. I'll go down to Ben's house and help him do fucking landscape work. That guy's always fucking cutting trees down and building rock patios. And I think that old chair you found, Ben, I think you should have just clear coated that thing right in its patina state. That would have been badass. But anyway, Ben's got a magical property. I mean, it's literally magical. It is. It really is. He's a worker, and it's beautiful. It's at a terrible location, but it's beautiful. I'm not saying it's a terrible location, but you know, it would be like that's a. I mean, that is a country setting all over the place. And if you knew where it was, you'd be like, well, that's weird. It just doesn't fit. It's nuts. Well, Ken. All right, well then, Ken, here we go, Ken. I got it, Ken. Ken, are you opposed to working? Because this is my proposition. So if you retire whenever you're going to retire, and I retire when I'm 60, that's when we can start the podcast, because we'll have nothing to do. But do you want to retire and just be retired? That's the thing. Because I don't want to be retired. I just don't want to. I don't want to have to go to work every day. But I'll still go to work every single day. See, I just don't want to have to. That's what I'm saying. So like, I listen to Joe Rogan all the time. Everybody knows this. Anybody who pays attention even a little bit knows that I love listening to Rogan. And Rogan said, there's no sense in having FU money if you're not willing to say FU. Now, at no point of my life will I have FU money unless I hit the lottery. But what I'm saying is, if you have enough money to retire, and why would you still go to work? I just talked to somebody last week, and I know that this person is very, 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 he's not rich. Maybe he's rich, I don't know. I know he doesn't need to go to work anymore. And he owns a business that he really doesn't even pay much attention to, because he has enough good people at his business that they just run it and he just collects checks. And I'm like, why would you even bother? Get the fuck out of the game. All right, Ken, but what I'm saying is, Ken, could I talk you into being young Jamie? That's all I want. It'll probably take us 15 to 20 years to become our overnight success. Probably more, because there's 5 million podcasts right now, so nobody would even know who we are. Hello, Trish. Did anyone see the picture of Trish and Aaron's son with Janelle? That was awesome. That's so fucking cool. It's so awesome. I wonder if it can only be small towns. There's no way. I wonder if there's other places, other cities or towns or whatever in this country that would be so proud of their military people as Palmerton. I mean, I know there is. There has to be. There absolutely has to be. But do you think there's so many people from Palmerton that are in the military? There we go. It's not really for a cause, though. We would just do it. Ken, it would just be for fun, really. You can't do it for money. You have to just do it. You have to just do it. Like, you have to just do it because you want to do it. And then just how it goes, it goes. Because you can't do it like you can't go into it being like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it rich doing this. No, you can't do that. You can be like, this is just gonna be fun. And I think it would be awesome. I think it would be fucking awesome. It's amazing. And I mean, you'll hear it. So I'm a podcast guy, I listen to podcasts. And I listen to Mike Rowe. I caught up with Rogan, and then I was listening to Mike Rowe, and I went back, I just went back through his, and I can't remember who it was, but I found somebody that I was interested in listening to, so I listened to the podcast. And they made a reference in the middle of the podcast to Jamie. They literally made a reference to the way Jamie Because Jamie does all. It's Rogan and Jamie. That's it. Jamie runs the whole board. He runs the board. He does all the shit. he runs the board. He does all, and he does like they're like, oh, and he'll ask him a question, and he just Googles it, and it'll just come up on the screen like whatever he's looking for, and he's like, how the fuck does he know? Like the fact that he can anticipate what they're going to talk about. Obviously, there's no other way it could be up that fast. Hello, Ken, and then. Rogan always describes him as the fastest one-hand Googler in the business, and it's a feat of amazement. But like I said, they've also been doing it for whatever it is, 20-something years now. So and I guess they have they kind of have an idea what they're going to talk about on the show. So I think Jamie already has an idea about what he's looking for. But Mike Rowe is awesome. Mike Rowe is as true American as there is. And his mom is fantastic, too. If you've never heard him talk to his mom is very, very, very funny. She's a writer. He said she's been writing, I don't remember how many years it was. She just started writing at some point. Every day she writes. Well, there you go, Ken. But he said that she's a writer, and her first number one bestseller when she turned 80 years old. She was 80 years old. She had a number one bestseller. But yeah, she's fun. That was one of the ones I listened to. Him and his, I think it might have been a Mother's Day show where he had his mom. His mom's super fun, very good storyteller, and that's, I guess, it's a skill. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's a skill to be able to tell a story in a manner that it works. But yeah, it's interesting. There's a guy came out to me yesterday, and he said something. I don't remember how he phrased it. I said, "Yeah, I listen to podcasts." He's like, "I'm a music guy. I have music on all the time." And I said, "Well, I said I listen to music occasionally when it's loud. If I'm on a job site and it's loud, so I'm not going to be able to actually hear the podcast, then I'll listen to music. But if it's just me by myself in a garage and no one else is around, then I listen to podcasts. Because I love to." I don't know what the right word is, but I love to get information. I just love to learn shit. Love it. Strangely. To a bizarre level. And if I could retain it all, it would be fantastic, but I cannot. So. Oh, I bet, Mike. Shit, what time is it? 8:30, and it's overcast, which means it's probably dark outside. All right, I gotta close the chickens. So I don't think I have anything to do tomorrow night. So in theory, if I go live tomorrow, oh shit, the kids are gonna be here tomorrow. Well, there you go, Ken. I think I know it's been talked about because Shane Gillis always gives him shit. Always gives Jamie shit when he's on there, and it's hilarious. But I think he said he was. I think Jamie was one show he did. He actually interviewed Jamie. But I remember how the show started, or how he mentioned it one time that I remember. I don't remember what the situation was. He was somewhere, whatever, and he met Jamie, or Jamie introduced himself to him or something to that effect, and he said, "Hey, a couple things in your show it could sound better," because Jamie was he was a sound guy of some, I don't know what the terminology for it would be, and Roman's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever," and then that's how they became partners, because he got on there and he with compression and different things just to make the audio sound better. And it's funny because either today or yesterday, I went back and I listened to a podcast. It was Tom Segura and his wife Christina from months and months and months and months ago, from years ago. It was in the hundred, like the six or 700 episode, and now he's like at 2,500 something. No, you're gonna be. Well, we'll have to give you a name. You can't be. You could just be Young Jamie if you want to. It's a poetic license of sorts, Ken. I was just trying to think. I was trying to think back when all the nicknames of everybody started, and I just was thinking about that. Richard Underwood. That was when Richard Underwood was always on the lives. God damn, we had some banger days. That might have been dive bar days. I mean, I know he was here when this was. He's another one born on October 15th. He's one of my birthday brothers. Him and my niece. Well, no, it's my cousin. So my cousin's daughter. What the fuck would that be? That'd be my first cousin once removed. Skylar. She's on my birthday. Carissa, she's on my birthday. Jennifer. We haven't seen Jennifer in a while. She lives in I think she lives in the Philly-ish area. Oh yeah, the P guy. Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the name. Now you reminded me, Ken. Hey, there's Christopher. Hello, Christopher. Those are some good days, though, Ken. I mean, just think about. That's crazy to think. To go all the way back that far. And to imagine, at that point, there was no, I mean, I'm not sure there's a direction now, but there was zero, it was just, I mean, there was not even a concept of a direction. It just was, it was like Wheels Off Wednesday every day. That's what it was. And then, I still credit Becky Smiley and Selena. That's it. Those two basically are responsible for the direction that we are in. Those two are the reason why I don't get enough sleep at night and everything else. They're the reason why my man cave is now a storage facility, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't imagine. I can't. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. I don't know where you. I think what's the exit strategy? Is there an exit strategy? How long do you do this? Does it just go forever? I mean, I can't fucking do it forever. I'm running out of gas. But, but I also don't know that first of all, if I was going to pass it on to somebody else, I'd have to find someone else that has as much passion of it. I think we just go with I think we just start the podcast and then we just add on to that. 5 more years. Just hang in there for 5 more years when Ken and I are doing a podcast. That'll be fucking fun. I always said that if I started a podcast, my podcast title would be Papa's on the Chip. No, not Papa. Just On the Chip. That's the only name. On the Chip. I think that would be a fantastic name. The problem is, if you're going to name your podcast On the Chip, you got to be on the chip a lot, or it wouldn't make sense. And I think if you're on the chip a lot, you'd probably lose a lot of viewers, because people don't necessarily tune in for that nonsense. They like to. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we lost a lot of people along the way because of shit like that. But also, I'm not one to not speak my mind, so I try to select my words carefully. I really don't. My goal is never to offend someone. I really, really, really never want to offend someone. I realize sometimes people are going to be offended. I apologize for that. Sort of. But there you go. Wait, 5 more years from now, Kelly? Because that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about right now. I'm not even 55 yet. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'll go on my phone and I'll be like, how many Wednesdays until October 15th, 2031? Because Wednesday's payday. I don't know why that's important to me, but when you do it that way, the number's pretty fucking low. It's like 200 something. It's not like you don't go do days to your retirement. You do like how many Wednesdays, because then it counts weeks at a time. And then you're like, oh, that number's not too bad. I say the FCC shuts it down after the first one. No, Ken, they're not. I don't think the FCC has any control over that. Especially if you go on like, well, I don't even know how you podcast. I don't even know how that works. Like if you're on Spotify's from Germany. They don't give a fuck. I don't care about monetization. And I probably should, but I don't. So, yeah, I don't think so, Mike. I don't think they do either. Cuz it's not a public airwave. It is, but it's not. All right, I got to go close my chickens. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Never apologize for being patriotic, and fuck Bruce Springsteen. And I just heard something about that today. And I don't remember what it was. I heard your brother actually messaged me to be on the podcast in July. Maybe it was July. Maybe it was next week. But he said they were going to do a movie review of, I don't know. I can't remember what the movie was. It was like a series of movies, like 3 or 4 of them. And he said they were going to talk about it. I'm like, that's why I Googled it. I'm like, I've never seen any of them. So, I like going on that podcast. It's fun. I actually liked when I was hosting and people were there and I get to ask questions. So, I used to be the biggest Howard Stern fan, and now he's a fucking douchebag. He's sold out, man. He was the king of freedom of speech, and now he's just a foot soldier. It's sad, really. Oh yeah, National Treasure. That's it. Yeah. Yep, that's what it was. National Treasure. Nicolas Cage. I googled it. It was Nicolas Cage. He did a whole series of movies. Apparently, I never saw any of them. I wasn't even aware. It sort of look from the covers. It looks like Indiana Jones, but I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't watch any. I've never seen any of them. I do. I miss that. That's why I said to Doc when he was talking about it before. I'm like, dude, just fucking make a podcast thing. I don't know how that would work though. I would never get monetized. I'd get fucking hammered for so much shit. Oh, I know what I saw. What's his name? God damn it, from Rolling Stone. Not Rolling. Yeah, the Rolling Stones. Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler? No, that's Aerosmith. What the fuck's his name? Why can't I think of his name? He's like 152 years old. Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger was not talking about political shit. There's no room in music for political talk. No shit. Oh, really? Is that what it is? I have no idea. I've never. Yeah. And then they were talking about, and Bruce Springsteen got brought up in the conversation. But they said basically the reason why Bruce Springsteen brings it up, all the political stuff up, is because he's irrelevant. Like the Rolling Stones are still relevant. People still go and pay to watch them play in concert, and they're 792 years old. Nobody goes to watch Bruce Springsteen in concert anymore. So because of that, he makes it a political rant, because then at least somebody will pay attention to him. That was the opinion of the person whomever made the statement. I'm not trying to defend somebody's identity. I just don't remember. I don't remember the details of it. That's the problem with listening to all the shit all day long. I got too much shit in my head. My bandwidth is this big, and the information that I'm trying to bring in is this big, and it just gets lost in there. So I get little tidbits of things and whatever. You know what the coolest thing about Keith Richards is? He was the inspiration for Johnny Depp's persona in Pirates of the Caribbean. That's where he said he got his inspiration for the way he dressed and whatnot. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Again, and I'll be back here tomorrow at some point. I think the boys might be down. I think Nemo's taking them to the pool tomorrow, and they're staying overnight. So maybe they'll want to have a bar spell contest. We'll see. That's all I got. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Never apologize for being patriotic. Peace.